Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just built.
Welcome back, everyone. You know what? For 40, 50 years, think about it, long time. 40, 50 years, there's an organization right here in our community, spread out through our region, focusing on women's health care issues. And that organization is Planned Parenthood. And joining me today is the Director of Communications, Emma Corbett. So Emma, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
The reason that we call Planned Parenthood up, amongst other things, is that it's always refreshing to find out about the breadth of the organizations that we interact with every single day. Find out about the services and the scope of what they provide for the community. But a phrase caught my attention, and that's why we called Emma. Reproductive justice. Now, in an era now where there's a lot of divisiveness and stuff like that, I thought it would be a great idea to have you come in and let's talk about Planned Parenthood, the services you provide, and just the interaction that you have with the community.
Absolutely.
So let's, in case somebody's living under a rock and has never heard of Planned Parenthood, give us a mission.
So at Planned Parenthood Mohawk Hudson, we are one of the state's largest Planned Parenthood affiliates. We serve 10 counties with 10 health centers. And our mission is to provide people with medically accurate information to make informed decisions about their healthcare for their families, and their futures.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, it's inherent in the name, Plan.
Absolutely.
And Parenthood. Mm-hmm. So many ways to go with that, right?
Yeah.
So when you talk about planning, give us a sense of what the involvement is.
So family planning is a really important service that many Planned Parenthoods take really as a piece of their core mission. Family planning is everything that falls under the umbrella of keeping someone who's of reproductive age in healthy shape, making sure that they have the tools and resources to take charge of their futures and make goals for themselves and their lives. Mm-hmm. So that means things like well-person visits, annual exams, cancer screenings, things like STI and STD testing. We are a judgment-free healthcare provider, so people can come to us with any issue that might concern their reproductive health, and we treat them with respect and kindness.
Yeah, you know, there's the A word hanging out there, right? Sure. Abortion. Mm-hmm. If someone doesn't know very much about Planned Parenthood, they tend to focus on that. But I think I read a statistic that Planned Parenthood, that's almost less than 10% of the services that you provide for people. Isn't that correct? Mm-hmm. So let's go into some of the other services, sure. Cancer screenings and things like that. Give us the sense of that.
So there's a full range of reproductive health services. So that's for both men and women. So about 10% of patients in our affiliate are male. So they come to us for cancer screenings, for well-person exams. We're shifting to a more primary care model. So soon people will be able to come visit us for anything that you would go to a primary care physician for. We also offer a full variety of options for a woman that is pregnant or plans to become pregnant, and that includes things like abortion, and it also includes things like adoption. And a lot of people don't know that at Planned Parenthood we are able to facilitate adoptions and placement in foster care for women that want to pursue that option.
You know, I have a lot of my own personal friends who they're pro-choice, but they're pro-life, and sometimes people think, oh no, it's one or the other. I think it's both. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I would say to that is, I tell people that, I go to work and there are often protesters outside of our offices. And they have every right to be there, just like the people that are coming into our clinic for health services also have every right to be there. I tell people that we have more in common with the protesters than I think a lot of people think. We all want the same things. We all want there to be fewer abortions. We all want there to be fewer instances of unintended pregnancy. We all want healthy families. We all want healthier communities. So I think it's a really important issue to talk about, because what we can see, what's evidence-based here is that giving people the tools and resources to take charge of their lives and their futures really is what results in fewer abortions, fewer unintended pregnancies, and fewer instances of things like STIs, cervical cancer, all the kind of stuff that happens when people don't have access to health care.
Well, you know what? In so many, think about this, right? In so many areas, education is key, right? And that doesn't mean, eat your spinach and you'll be a quiz after this, It really does mean, knowing that you're going into a situation, an environment, a protected situation where there is no judgment. You said that in passing, and I want to go back on that. That's so important in healthcare across the board,
Absolutely.
right? We all lead different lives. We all make mistakes. There's all kinds of issues there. How about a judgment-free environment that can say, under the law, we can provide a range of services here. It's our legal right. We're protected by the Constitution.
Right.
But quite honestly, it's not up to us. You're the individual.
Yep, and you get to decide. We're going to present you with all of the options. We're going to give you as much information. We're going to answer you all of your questions, and we're going to let you kind of drive that car. It's your healthcare, it's your life, it's your body, and you get to decide.
Yeah, I've got it. A couple of things I want to touch on just briefly. We have the Saratoga Health Center, which I think is out on Washington.
Yes.
Isn't that correct?
Yep.
But up in the Glens Falls area, they were down on, I think, on Ridge. Wasn't it Ridge or Warren?
We used to be on Warren.
On Warren. But now the new health center is on Bay Road.
Yes.
Kind of across from SUNY Adirondack.
Yep. So we're calling it the Greater Glens Falls Health Center, and it's technically in Queensbury, but it'll continue to serve that area of the Adirondacks. We're very proud to have opened it. It's about a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art healthcare facility. So we've been in that area for about 40 to 50 years, and we really see this new health center as an affirmation of our commitment to staying in that community for a very long time. So the new facility offers our patients a better parking access, a little more privacy, and being so close to the college up there, really gives those students more access to care than they've had in the past.
Well, you know what? I hear it so often, though. I've known over all the years I've been around, and people, that one of the largest decisions anyone will make, male or female, by the way, is what to do with this reproductive rights that we have. Do you want a family? Do you want to have children? When you're younger, you could make a mistake, all of this stuff. I just think it's so wonderful that if you understand the scope of the services that Planned Parenthood provides, then you really understand what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Hey, one last thing, because I'm sorry, I want to get to the fundraiser, okay?
You bet.
There is a fundraiser here in Saratoga at the Canfield Casino on Wednesday, August 16th, a couple of weeks coming up, August 16th at Canfield, Gatsby themed, which is always fun, great music and all that, but go to their Facebook page.
Yep.
How do you get there?
So if you visit us on Facebook, you look for our page. It's called Planned Parenthood Mohawk Hudson Action.
Okay.
There will be an event page that you can check out. We're going to have some great food, great catering. All of it's going to be local Saratoga music and food. Like you said, it'll be Gatsby themed, so we're going back to kind of the roaring 20s style, and hopefully our healthcare doesn't also.
Yeah, right.
And we look forward to having a good time with everybody in the community.
Good. Emma, thank you for taking the time
to
come in and just give us that reminder. It's reproductive justice.
Yes, and reproductive justice really means giving everybody the equal opportunity to plan for themselves and their future. And I think that really fosters, healthier communities, healthier families, and a better environment for all of us.
Good. Pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
Thanks for coming in. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.